Welcome, it's Mike Scully here, and this is the freelance social selling system, right? We're going to dive into this. There's going to be a whole lot of information. Take a pen, take a piece of paper, write down notes, and let's dive right into this selling system, okay? Now, what you're about to learn, as I put myself over here, how to build an audience that knows, likes, and trusts you, how to grow on social media at rapid speed, how to craft an offer that is a no-brainer to your audience, how to create a system that attracts inbound leads, because inbound leads is nothing sweeter than it, how to charge high-ticket clients, and sell on autopilot. Now, you can see here just some stats from myself. Stripe screenshots, which are just honestly absurd. It still amazes me to this day that this is possible. 1.5 million impressions here over a 31-day period on Twitter. 1.5 million views in that time frame. My best month actually was 3.3 million. So it's absurd what you can achieve. And call stats here, over 300 calls generated. Okay, so let's dive in. Now, who this system has worked for, right? It's worked for myself. I've used the system to collect over $500,000 within my first 18 months in the online space. Now, I've also helped countless clients and students doing 10 to 20K per month using this exact system, right? So this is something you need to clue in for, you need to listen to, and keep your ears peeled, or your eyes peeled. Now, who am I? I'm not going to bore you with a big sob story, so I'll keep it quick. Right, I worked as a 9-to-5 telecommunications engineer. I didn't enjoy it. It was rough. Well, it wasn't too bad, but I was capped on income. There's a lot of different things holding me back in there. Okay, I found online business, tried multiple things and failed. Right, found landing pages and decided to go all in. I scaled my freelance business to 20K per month profit. Now, I learned how to grow and monetize my personal brand. Others ended up asking for help because I was doing so well on myself with my own business online and growing my personal brand. It's just natural people ask for help and ask, how did you do it? So I started a coaching program over a year ago alongside my landing page business, and I've mentored over 100 plus students since. Life back then, when I was working my 9-to-5, this is what it was. This is actually me on Google Maps. You can get the location and have that picture there. It's on Google Maps, and I remember when that car passed me and took the video essentially. And I was there on my knees working in one of these manholes essentially. Not this deep, but one of these. And then me with a stop and go sign. This was life. Okay, this was just a regular day for me, out in the cold, rain, sunshine, it didn't matter. Now, this is more what life looks like right now for me. I work from where I want, I drive my dream car, I have flexibility, and that's time flexibility, it's financial flexibility, it's fantastic, right? This was me in Portugal. Myself and my business partner actually went out here for a week. This was me in Thailand, and this is me in Ireland with my dream car, essentially, right? So, living the dream for sure. I'm grateful. So what we're going to build, right, from a high level view, we're finding a skill and creating an offer around it. We're creating a content strategy. We're engineering and nurturing a funnel. And this is where you can sell people into your product or service. So it doesn't really matter what you're selling at the end of this, but this is how you do it. Okay. If you have expertise, this can be packaged and sold, right? So this is for you if you have expertise that can be packaged and sold. It's for you if you're hardworking and are willing to put in the hours. If you believe that you can become successful online, which, trust me, we all can. It's difficult to believe it in the beginning, but you really can achieve this, okay? And this is for you if you believe hard work is what gets you results, because that's the fact of the matter, okay? Who this is not for. If you want to get rich quick, it's not for you. You don't care about your client results, not for you. You have to care. You're lazy. You don't believe making money online is possible, or you've bad habits and aren't willing to change. Now, mindset and social economics of all this, it's all a numbers game. You get eyeballs, they see your offer, they book a call, they show up, you close them. Okay. On the right is some basic percentages and showing you how your income generated changes as eyeballs grow. So let's just look at this quickly. In month 1, if you're selling a product or service for $2,000 and you get 300 impressions, you'll typically get about 300 site visits, 6 calls booked from that. By the way, these are low numbers as well, like really low. This is You can do way more than this, right? Calls showed 4.8 and deals closed just under 1, so 1 essentially, and you've generated pretty much 2k. But on the other end of things, if you get 2.9 million impressions in month 12, as you scale, and it's bit by bit, you're going up and up and up, you get 2.9k views on your website, 58 calls booked, 46 calls showed, 9 calls closed, 18k closed in deal value, right? So this is how it literally works. It's that simple. Now, with your offer creation, understand what's an offer versus a service. I don't think a lot of people understand this or have even thought about this, right? 2x your conversion rate in less than 60 days is an offer. Video editing for founders is a service. Same as landing pages for info product creators is a service. It's not an offer, right? Selling a service is near impossible. Very, very, very difficult. Selling an offer is very simple because you're solving a problem. An offer is what the prospect gets from you. A service is what you do. People only care about the outcome, not what you do. So that's where a great offer comes in. Now, let's go through some examples of great offers so you can create your own and use this, essentially, and use these formulas, okay? So let's say you have a service where you help automate systems and processes in businesses. A good offer would be to save at least 15 hours per week so you can work on the business and not in the business, right? Most people would just say, I can help you automate your stuff. I can automate anything. I can automate this, this, and that. Not compelling at all, right? You're saving them 15 hours per week so they can work on their business, not in their business, right? Let's do another example for someone who does CRO, conversion rate optimization. At least, this is the offer, right? At least 2x your conversion rate in the next 60 days, or you get a full refund. How appealing is that? Now, this is not something I recommend everyone to do. You have to be very careful with your offer because you don't want to just end up refunding everyone, right? But when you have more experience and more confidence in your capabilities, you can boost up your offer even further and it gets more appealing and you just sell more, okay? Social media is the way. If you don't have a good offer skill that's in demand, good luck getting clients. You just can't. Once completed, the next step is to build your profile presence online. In today's world, people are buying from people. People buy from people. This is such a massive point, okay? Companies don't want to recruit, train, and hire for someone to maybe be able to solve their problem, right? Because most people, they can't do it. Even when they do train people in, they're bad employees, right? They'd rather pay an expert to solve the problem fast. We are these experts who position ourselves right in front of their eyes. And that's it. It's so easy. There's no need for contracts most of the time. There's no need to train us in, give us a pension, give us days off. Companies pay you for the project and that's it. Why not Fiverr or Upwork? Because this is something a lot of people try. There's hundreds of thousands, I don't know, there could be even millions of people on Fiverr and Upwork. These sites are good to get some experience in the door, but in the long run, you're competing on pricing. It's fine if you want to charge $50 or $4 an hour and $50 for the project, etc. But everyone shows their rates. You're competing against each other. It's hard to stand out. There's just tons of people. In my opinion, it's a race to the bottom. That's truly my opinion. You can look at it as an additional source of income where you can just have your profile there. If something comes in the door, something comes in the door. But I wouldn't be focusing my full attention on it, that's for sure. I'd rather be positioned as an authority on social media where it looks like I'm the only person who can solve my prospects' problems, right? So see that we can get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 followers for this specific problem, okay? Now your profile setup, this is the first thing you should do when you start social media. Your name should state your expertise. So for me, for example, it was Mike, the landing page guy. Now it's Mike, the freelance guy. Okay, your offer should be in your bio. Simply have your offer here. Okay, I build landing pages that convert for digital entrepreneurs. I'll work with you until we 2x your conversion rate. I'll work with you until we 2x your conversion rate. So I'm not stopping working with you until we achieve that. Okay, a link to your landing page or your Calendly link. Look, I have both in here. Okay, need a landing page? Book a call here. Simple as. Then create a quality pinned thread. Now this is a fantastic example. Your landing page can make or break your conversion rate. Here's a short course on how you can optimize it. Thread. This did really, really well, performed well, people enjoyed it, and it showed that I had competence in what I was doing, and I had the expertise, right? So that's important. So make sure you have a clean profile picture. Simple headshot works. I find people just come here, right? Simple, against the wall, take the picture as clean as possible, as professional as possible. Now, social media strategies we need to talk about. I advise you to pick one platform. Go all in until you master it, 10k followers at least. Then you can look at expanding, right? I'm personally doing Twitter, YouTube, and then Instagram primarily. Okay, so Twitter is obviously seriously important to me. I have 40,000 followers on it currently. Then I have YouTube, almost 3,000 subscribers, and that's something I'm going to continuously build over time, and I think it's important to have. It's video content. You can reuse that video content and use it on Twitter, okay? Twitter is the place. I recommend starting if you aren't great on camera and a little bit camera shy, okay? There's a lot of people like this, and this is where I started. If you're naturally good at speaking and like being on video, then start on YouTube and Instagram. Some places are going to be better for others. I would rather personally, back then when I began anyway, definitely would rather type a tweet and tweet it out rather than create a video. Now I enjoy creating videos, to be quite honest. Now, social media strategies. Before we talk about content types, what to post, how to post it, how to get ideas, you need to understand the entire point of social media is to be social. Now, what I mean by this is take the time to really engage with your followers. I personally got on calls like 2 to 3 every single week with people who are at a similar stage that I was in at the beginning of Twitter. So if you have 500 followers, get on calls with people that have 500, 1,000 followers, people that are on your level, but look committed. They know what they want to do. They know what they're doing, right? Or maybe you're both figuring things out, but you're both committed to the cause and to this journey that you're both setting yourselves on. Okay, and then you can be accountability partners and grow together. Maybe you can bring an offer together. These are all great opportunities. Okay. I saw people putting in the work and wanted to network. These accounts went on to grow just like me, and now they refer me business. My landing page business is 90% referrals, literally. It keeps going from 90% referrals, and it's as easy as that because of the network I built from Twitter. My business partner, Luke, 100% referrals, I think, to be honest. He doesn't even post on Twitter anymore. He doesn't need to. It's 100% referrals. Right, so this is the importance of creating a network from the beginning, right? Imagine authority for Google Ads tells someone to come to me for a landing page. That's huge. Someone like Jackson Blackledge, I think 50, 60,000 followers, something like that. If he's saying, oh, go to Mike for a landing page. Massive, all right? So build connections and get on calls with people in your space. Now, when it comes to writing posts, there are a few different types that you can choose from. As someone who's building a personal brand, you need to add a splash of personality into your page, into your profile. Easiest way to do this is showcase your hobbies and then chat about random thoughts, whatever is on your mind. You can be really open with this. Like, give people your opinions. It doesn't matter if they're a little bit crazy or not. Showcase your lifestyle. What are you doing? Maybe you're just going to a coffee shop today. Maybe you're chilling with a family. Maybe you're going doing something crazy. You're traveling, right? Going to a club. Whatever it is, showcase it. People will follow you for this and appreciate that you're a human. And remember, people buy from people. So we can categorize these into sections. Competence tweets, show you know what you're talking about and provide proving why people should follow you. Your pinned tweet should be the best competence tweet, proving everything. Okay, let's take a look at this. An example from Luke here, right? Agency owners and coaches calling out his target market, right? Your opportunity pipeline is bleeding cash. Here's how to recover 100k worth of deals by leveraging automation and data. Massive competent thread here, showcasing everything. Insane, right? Genuinely insane. Now, let me show you an example of, if I can go back here, let me show you an example of an engagement tweet. Right, so this, you picking a high income skill, spend 100 hours on YouTube learning it, you create a Twitter profile around the skill, sign a client for repeat. Okay, Simple as that. For the function of gathering attention in the first place. Maybe you can ask people questions. I've been doing this a lot recently as well. Ask people questions. This can bring great engagement. Sales tweets then, direct CTAs, call to actions, and you can essentially run these as ads to your followers, right? Case study, book a call below, okay? Case study on how I help someone else, and then a book a call to action, right? So that's that. Let's dive into an example of this offer plus how we can use AI to actually create content. Okay, so let's say we run an automation business and help agency owners save at least 15 hours per week with streamlined workflows. We'll tell ChatGPT this and see it return a list of topics we can make content about. So we run an automation business which saves business owners 15 hours per week. My acquisition, if I can spell this right, acquisition source is Twitter. Please ChatGPT, please give me 15 examples of content that I can talk about. Now, just watch this. It's insane. Okay. I've actually never done this prompt exactly before, but it really can be super simple. And this is going to give us endless examples. 15. I could have said 100 and it would probably do 100. Customer testimonials, product demos, that's a good one. Time-saving tips, case studies, infographics, industry insights, behind-the-scenes, FAQs, polls, educational, product updates, interviews, user-generated content, right? So you could then tell it, write tweets on point 3, right? 2 tweets on point 3. I don't even know which point 3 was, right? Oh, it's still doing its thing here. Right, I'll stop it. And let's enter on this. What was point 3? Time-saving tips. Okay, perfect. It's going to talk about it with automation. So you have 2 tweets here. Write a thread on number 1. Just going to write a thread 6 pieces long. ChatGPT is a fantastic tool you need to take advantage of. Okay, if you haven't used it, you need to begin, and that's the easiest way to do it. Okay, on Twitter and Instagram, you've probably seen posts where creators ask you to comment a certain word and they'll send you a free guide. These engagement farming methods can propel your growth forward. I personally try and do this every week on Twitter. Same with my students. Let me bring up some examples here and take a look at them. Okay, so I just finished a 45-page doc and I'd save you 10 hours per week. Actually, funny enough, like what we're looking at, 5 automations, step-by-step guide, secret sauce. Like and comment this. Now you'll see a formula to all these. It's telling you you're going to get something, do this and that. Okay, I've automated 7K tasks in the last 27 days. Like and comment sales, and I'll give it to you. These are getting insane amounts of views. Okay, for the next 24 hours, you can steal 5 my highest steal. Right, the wording here is fantastic. Highest converting landing page designs, worth 15K, but today it's free. 15K, right? Fantastic. Okay, so these are simple examples of how to do it. This here as well is one for Instagram. Comment the word video, and I'll send you over a free course on how to get started. So that's how we do them, and they're examples of that. Let's talk about a content calendar that you can use right now. A schedule, 29 posts a week is the best way to do it, in my opinion. That's 4 a day, essentially. Now, Monday, you can do 3 value tweets. A value tweet could be simply you giving a tip on an automation, right? It could be a time-saving tip. It could be a productivity tip. It could be a landing page tip, a call to action tip. The best call to actions tend to be orange. That's your value tweet, right? From there, then, you'll have 3 of them, okay, in one day. Then a thread. By the way, you can reuse content. So if you posted a tweet a month ago, you can post it again. You don't need to come up with everything new every single day. Okay. From there, post a thread, right? As well, I've shown you examples of threads. Let me go back onto my Twitter and I'll show you even more examples. Right, here, thread. A hook that's catchy, an image that works well with the hook, then you talk about the process. Okay, simple as that, right? You talk about the process of something. Now, from there, social proof. Social proof is fantastic. Now, this could be, if you're selling landing pages, for example, it could be something like, let's take Alex, for example. It could be a redesign. This doesn't need to be exactly a testimonial or something you've done for a client. It can be a redesign that you create. You can do this for anything. Okay, it's social proof. Social proof is not always a testimonial or a client's work. All right, people can do this. Now, again, Tuesday, the exact same thing. Wednesday, lifestyle. So if you're working at the laptop, if you're working outside the back garden, take a picture of this. Show yourself essentially in the trenches working on all of this. It's an important thing to do. So lifestyle. It could be you driving your car with the family again. Do all this. It's important to show you. Questions are fantastic way to drive engagement. I asked a question here the other day. I'll show you an example again. Do you believe burnout is real? Look at the engagement on this. Fantastic. A lot of comments. I've had well over 100 comments on certain questions, and it gets you followers and views. Okay, so that's that. From there to value posts again. Now on a Thursday, good morning and a giveaway. I think these good morning tweets tend to do really well, actually. I do them as much as possible, but you need good imagery and where possible, right? So good morning. Right, this was a crazy day. These pictures were over 2 days, but you can use them as one. And people love this stuff, okay? And a giveaway, an auto DM giveaway, as we showed, right? This can be people, I'll pull out my best example. Tweet Hunter X, by the way, fantastic tool. It's a Chrome extension. Add that, you'll see, you can go to any Twitter page and see the best performing content of that page. Little hack, little cheat there for you. So this is the best one I've done ever. This is an auto DM giveaway, once a week. Friday, thread, question, 2 value tweets. Saturday, good morning, 3 value, thread, social proof. Saturdays, everyone seems to be online. It's been my best day for engagement and content. Take advantage of it, okay? Sunday, not so important, 2 value tweets and a question. Engage with the audience. These are great ways to take advantage of that. Now, we want to plug our content as much as possible on social media. Okay, now you should be showcasing your offer. Wait, let me go back here. You should be showcasing your offer and call to action at least 3 to 6 times a day. Plug your offer, newsletter, book a call, whatever it is. Put it under like nearly every single post. Right? These can be links directly to your calendar or a way to capture their email. Here's a few examples. Okay, so underneath this, Osh is going to plug his book a call. Underneath this, I'm going to plug my free course, right? Landing page of video sales letter. Make your own page showcasing your offer and what you do. Create this on card.co. It's a free website builder, or else you can use Framer. That's another one people are using a lot recently. This is an example. This was actually done on Framer, this page. Okay. Now, you can look at another example here. Andrew has his video here.
Are you an eco?
Okay. Detailing everything. It's a 4-minute video detailing everything he does. Edited, everything. It doesn't need to be edited. If you look at Osh's here, it's basically just him going over a simple document. It can be as easy as that, but having both of these is important. You can use these 2 examples and look up the URL there to actually create your own and follow what they do, okay? And you can steal my framework here. Right, this framework, it works so well. It's insane for anything it works, right? This VSL framework is from Stephen Trister. Shout out to him. Right, let's take a look at this. Stephen has worked intensively with companies to perfect their video sales formats. Then you can steal my landing page framework on the right to that. Let me put myself down here so I'm not in the way of anything. From the beginning of the VSL, okay, bold claim, snippet of social proof. Right, bold claim could be, I'll 2x your conversion rate in 30 days. Something crazy, right? People are like, oh, let's take a look at this. Let's keep watching, right? You're drawing them in. Social proof, showing you've done it before. Pain points, hit their pain points and their struggles. Oh, they're currently struggling. They're barely getting an ROI on their ads because their conversion rate is bad, okay, on their landing page. Future pace, the bold claim. What does it look like? Social proof, you want to push social proof as much as possible in people's faces. If you haven't got social proof yet, do cheap projects or work for free if needs be, or just revenue share projects. Okay, so it's no risk for the client essentially. From there, company credibility, company intro, an intro about you, the benefits of working with you, high-level features, staying as you are, reminding them of that bold claim in the beginning, social proof, and then the call to action. So you're going back, you're reminding them of, okay, well, 2 extra conversion rate in 30 days, then you're showing more social proof, then you're telling them book a call. This video sales letter sequence is phenomenal. It works beautifully. Okay, from here, a high converting landing page, headline, subheading, video sales letter, call to action. So you will actually have a lot of conversions in this one, this call to action, because you've given you have a bold claim here of a headline, you have a subheading backing that up, explaining a little bit more about it. You have a video sales letter going through your whole offer and all of this, right? Social proof, benefits. I tend to have benefit, left, middle, right, and a paragraph. Social proof, the process, what's included in your offer, call to action. You're going to have call to actions scattered throughout the page. An about us or an about me section I think is really important in most cases. I think it's great to people buy from people again, right? So I think that's important. Social proof, FAQ, frequently asked questions, and a call to action. Now, getting inbound leads. With your offer in place, a good social media profile, and a strong content strategy, leads are going to start running down your funnel. They're either going to book calls or you get inbound DMs asking more questions about your service. And some people will, again, just book that call directly. Right? So there are your 2 options. DMs, people interested but not ready to book a call. You'll have to convert them to a call, or people will book the call straight away. Now, when it comes to DMs, be open. Say, yeah, no, I can help you with that. There's no issue. Let's book in a call for the coming days. I'll send you a link here. You can figure out what time suits you best, and we can chat more detail about your issue. Worst case scenario, you go away with some actionable steps that you can take. Okay, no strings attached, literally. With sales calls, when you do get on those sales calls, don't become one of those sales gurus when on calls. Keep things simple. People will show you these scripts and everything. You can be flexible. I think it's important to be flexible, right? Ask plenty of questions about their business so it can better equip you to see if you're a good fit to help them. I've personally turned away deals that weren't a fit in order to protect my brand name, right? I don't want to work with some sorts of people, some different brands. It works better to just not take the deal. You get a better return on your time somewhere else. My friend James, who sold millions worth of deals in his career, made this perfect sales script for us. Let me show you this. Okay, now let's dive through this quickly. Okay, you can pause this, you can go through it in your own time more, but I'm going to give you a summary. Understand the lead's needs, figure out their pain points, find out how you can provide the solution, convey to them that you are the solution, come off as genuine as possible and an expert in your field, right? Be genuine, be honest. This is really important. Now, coming into an actual frame that I use when it comes to approaching these calls. Again, you can pause this, read through it more in detail, no issue. But do your research before the call. Plan the call, right? How are you going to have an agenda? What are you going to talk about? You don't have to stick to the script, but it's good to have a good idea on the direction you need to go. Build rapport, have an honest conversation with the beginning. Where are you from? What's the weather like? What do you do, etc. How long are you in this business? How long are you in the game? Different things like that. Find out more about them and tell them a bit about you. What's your background? Where are you from? Right? Do you love the weather? And you'll be surprised sometimes. They'll be like in, let's say, Miami. You're like, oh, I'm going to Miami in a month time. Oh, we definitely got to meet up there, right? And then you're building rapport really well. So, and how did you follow me? Where did you find me? Why did you book a call? Different things like that. Identify their needs, ask what they're looking for, explain the benefits of what you do, how your service can benefit them, right? Handle objections. You need to be flexible with this. They're going to have objections, there's no question about it. It could be financial, it could be, can you do the job, different things like this. You need to be able to handle these on the call. You'll never know what these objections are. However, I recommend you always write them down when you do get objections. From there, you can actually put that back into your content or back into your landing page, your video sales letter, and deal with them before they even book a call. Okay. From there, you can close the sale, right? So that's important. What if they don't ask about the price? You can list out everything and then tell them the price, literally, right? And if they agree, perfect. You can then tell them, let's send your email to me now, and I can give you the invoice and we can get that squared away. I can get you onboarded straight away. Very simple. Okay. Or else you can get them booked into a second call. If they do not want to pay on this first call, make sure you get them booked into a second call. No question about it. You have to do this, right? So that's the most important part here. Again, I'll go slowly over all this. You can pause it, screenshot, and read through it. Okay. Very important to become good at sales, but primarily you're going to get good by just doing hundreds of sales calls. I've done hundreds and hundreds. That's the way I've become good at them and actually able to close deals fairly well, right? A high percentage of the time. Now, next up is newsletter and email farming, why it's so important. A great way to further nurture leads and sell them on a one-to-one level is through email. Use ConvertKit to do this, right? ConvertKit.com, I think. Why collect emails? ConvertKit offers us a way to own our audience. Right? It's not Twitter's, it's yours. You have these emails. Collecting emails is a hard asset that can't be taken away from you. Can't, that's meant to say. We can leverage the use of automation by creating a series of emails which speaks to our ideal customer on a one-to-many relationship. Okay, this means we can make one email and speak to thousands of leads personally. Very important. Now let's give you an email structure for this. All right, email number one, welcome and introduction. Welcome your new subscribers and introduce yourself. Tell them a little bit about yourself. Explain the purpose of the newsletter and what they can expect from it. Give a brief overview of the importance of conversion rate optimization for landing pages or whatever your service is. Maybe it's automations, maybe it's email marketing. Why is this important? Okay, and give them an overview. Email number two, key elements of the landing page. So we're going to use landing pages as an example. Discuss the key elements of a successful landing page, such as headlines, imagery, and the calls to action, CTAs. Provide tips for optimizing these elements to improve conversion rates. Offer examples of successful landing pages that effectively utilize these elements. Okay. Email number three, landing pages, testing strategy. Explain the importance of A/B testing and other testing strategies for optimizing landing pages. Offer tips for setting up effective tests and interpreting the results. How can you interpret those results and what works best? Provide examples of successful tests and the impact they had on their conversion rate. So showcase what you're doing, the work you're doing, okay, to your email list. Email number four, advanced landing page optimization techniques. Discuss advanced techniques for optimizing landing pages such as personalization, social proof, and urgency. Provide examples of successful landing pages that effectively use these techniques. You can use social proof here, right? Showcase landing pages that you've done for clients. Push people that direction that, oh, you could be the person to do my landing page. Offer tips for implementing these techniques on your own landing pages. Email 5, and here's where it gets good. Conclusion and call to action. Summarize key points of the newsletter and the importance of conversion rate optimization for landing pages. Encourage subscribers to take action and implement the tips and techniques discussed in the newsletter. Provide a call to action, such as signing up for a free trial or consultation call, one-to-one free call, discovery call, to further engage subscribers. If you do want to take this opportunity and become essentially one of my students, I've been helping my students achieve this exact same results and scale their freelance businesses. We've had Osh get to 25k a month. He's scaling to 40 at the moment. It's insane, and hiring a team. Brilliant. That he got to, I think, 18k closed in like 65 days, something like that. In his first 65 days, 2 months. Brilliance. First 2 months, 10.5k closed. Andrew here, 2.9k after 40 days. Joseph Ikuma, he closed like 3k in his first month. Federico, he's doing a few K a month, just a payment here. Alex, again, he's charging like 2.5k per landing page now. This is only the beginning of the results we're getting for students. If this does interest you and you've enjoyed this whole video, please book a call below. I'll put a link in here somewhere, so I'll make it obvious. You can book a call and talk to me one-on-one. It'll be free. You can talk to me. Worst case scenario, you'll go away with some actionable advice. Okay, and we'll go from there. So looking forward to talking to you.